Hey rock stars, it's Coach Tom. I just got a email from one of the rock stars, and I want to say thank you very much for this email. First off, second off, I'm not going to say who it's from. I am going to talk about some stuff, but I don't want to. I don't want to. Nobody's. It's kind of some personal information because it's hard for people to admit that they're addicted to food. And to be honest, it really looks like this person, and I'm sure you're going to know it's you I'm referring to as soon as I get into this. But if you're really, really, really craving chocolate cake and you're avoiding going to a fair because you're afraid of the foods that you'll see there and that you might cave, then you're addicted to food. Food has, in some ways, become something other than just nutrition for you. It has effects on your body, both physiological and psychological, that make you feel good temporarily and are causing you to be unhealthy. So you need to accept that. Okay, I've seen this a lot, and it happens to decent, honest people. Like, there's no shame in this at all, but you need to accept that you're addicted to food. What you also need to understand is that I have helped people work through these addictive behaviors for years. And I have studied not just the nutrition, I've studied the psychology, I've worked with addictions counselors, with social workers, studied motivational interviewing, I've studied all of the patterns of addiction. So, I'm not talking out of my ass here. I'm not one of these guys that is like, oh yeah, I lost 30 pounds, so I'm going to start doing nutrition online. Yeah. No, I've been doing this as a profession for a decade or more so. So I understand. I've helped other people work through this. I know it's fucking hard. And that just is what it is. It's a shit sandwich, and you just have to get ready to take a big bite. I can't sugarcoat it. Okay? Now, I commend you for your bravery in first trying to deal with this problem, recognizing that it's a problem. Obviously, you wouldn't have started this group if you didn't see that it was a problem. So good for you. That is an amazing step. And the other thing you're doing is you're being consistent. You're trying to track your nutrition. You're trying to understand the meal plan. These are all good things. Okay? Now, what we need to do moving forward is we need to recognize that those are all great steps, but we need to recognize we have more steps to take. The next step is that meal plan needs to happen more consistently. If you keep giving in to your addictions, if you keep choosing the foods you used to eat, you're just feeding that dog inside, that the bad dog that's just looking to maintain those behaviors. Okay, you're just teaching yourself the same unhealthy behaviors over and over again. So you just need to try to be more consistent, follow the meal plan. The second thing is that this is going to take some time. Now, I mentioned in a previous video that it's going to take 7, 14, maybe even 21 days before your microbiome changes over and stops sending you the physiological cravings. On the other hand, you also have psychological cravings, okay? And those two things are very closely intertwined. It is well established that the gut biome communicating through the vagus nerve literally affects mood, it affects energy levels, it affects taste buds, it affects everything. Okay, so yes, physiologically we need to address it, but you also need to look at like your behaviors, like how am I dealing with stress? When do I crave these foods? Am I putting myself in situations where I'm going to be exposed to them? You need to think about all these things. Okay, so reach out to me. Send me more information about how you're doing, how you're feeling. Let's talk more about this. I'm going to post this video for everyone to see because I'm not giving away any information about who you are. Okay, and that's just not out of, I don't feel like you should be ashamed, but it's your personal business if you're struggling with the meal plan. But I want everyone else to see that it's not easy for some people. I want them to understand that there are other people out there that are having a hard time, and it's okay to come to me and say, I fucked up, and that's okay. So I sincerely hope that you take this as admiration coming from me, as me saying to you, good for you. I'm proud of you for what you're doing right now. And I know it's hard, and I know you're probably in a shitty mood right now because you'd really like a bagel or something. But you know what? You're going to get through it. I've been there. I've seen it happen. I've seen others do it with my help and with the help of, the big guy upstairs, maybe, if you're into that. Anyways, and And I'm sending out positive energy towards you all. And sorry if this is getting a little ranty. And yeah, I'm going to shut up now. All right. Thanks for listening. And take care, everyone. And keep talking. All right. Bye.